stones I found along the way. I staggered and I stumbled down pathways of trouble. I was hauling those souvenirs of misery, and with each step taken my back was breaking, till I found the one who took it all from me down by the riverside. I lay my burdens down, now I'm traveling light, my spirit lifted high. I found my freedom now, and I'm traveling light. Through the darkest alleys and loneliest valleys, I was dragging those heavy chains of doubt and fear. And with one word spoken, the locks were broken. Now he's leading me to places where there are no tears. Down by the riverside, I lay my burdens down. Now I'm traveling light, my spirit lifted high. I found my freedom now, and I'm traveling light. By the riverside, now I'm traveling light. Down by the riverside, I lay my burdens down. Now I'm traveling light, my spirit lifted high. I found my freedom now, and I'm traveling light. Down by the riverside, I lay my burdens down. Now I'm traveling light, my spirit lifted high. I found my freedom now, and I'm traveling light. Down by the riverside, I lay my burdens down. Now I'm traveling light, my spirit lifted high. I found my freedom now, and I'm traveling light. I found my freedom
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake, 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 up, up, up. Wake up, it's time to go.
All right, it's Thursday here on the Dave of the Morning Show at HarvardRocks.com. Oh, yeah. Still trying to get over this little cold, but that's all right. We're going to do good.
You could have a steam train if you just lay down your tracks. You could have an airplane flying if you bring your blue sky back. All you do is call me. I'll be anything you need. You could have a big dipper going up and down all around the bends. You could have a bumper car bumping. This amusement never ends. I wanna be your sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? Oh, let me be your sledgehammer. This will be my test.
Well, good morning, boys and girls. Yes, it's Thursday here on the Dave in the Morning Show on HarvardRocks.com. How you doing, Fred? How you doing, Leon? Just checking in on you, seeing if you're okay there. I tell you what, though, it might be a little cool today, but it's still a beautiful day in my neighborhood. Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Would you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Welcome to this neighborhood, neighbor.
With each new day, it's harder to be enthused about your oatmeal and cup of tea.
But here is a show that makes you want to wake up and open your eyes.
Lucky there's these radio guys. Lucky there's these guys who wake up before you do. Every day's another
Big surprise!
Here's your morning guys.
Alrighty, it's Thursday here on the Dave in the Morning Show on HarvardRocks.com. Oh, yeah. Got up this morning, had some coffee, made breakfast, too.
Dave's not here.
Yes, I did. I got up this morning and just like the chef that I am, made a wonderful, just gourmet breakfast this morning here. And I'm going to tell you right now, I could beat Bobby Filet. Yes, I can. So how you guys doing this morning? Donna, call in. I wonder if, okay, I know man, did you guys see the news last night? People protesting Trump. Okay. Marty said it probably best this morning. They're out getting a little exercise, and it's good for them. Walk and talk, tag some buses, tag some statues, jump up and down on people's cars. I wonder how many Hillary supporters had their cars jumped up and down on yesterday. Oh, yeah. Yep. So anyhow, how you guys doing today? Everybody doing good? Everybody ready for the Man Cave show tomorrow? I know Marty is. He is on the chat box already. And by the way, if you have the Spreaker app, just go over and chat with us this morning. That's right. That's what everybody does. That's regular listeners here on the Dave in the Morning Show. Well, Marty said, happy Thursday. Oh, yeah, happy for him. Look, the Chicago Blackhawks beat the St. Louis Blues. And they're always rough and tough, man. Those guys, that's a slugfest. Didn't they have a big slugfest last night there? I think I saw that on the news this morning. Of course, we know that the Cubs won the World Series, Marty. That's we already know that. And then it's good for the. Oh yeah, life is good for the Trump protesters getting their exercise. Yeah, that's what though. I have no problem with that. If they want to protest and get out all that energy, that's fine. It's America. That's what makes America great again. Yep. No, if they want to protest, that's fine. But the only problem I have with the protesters, okay? If you want to exercise your First Amendment right, that's fine. We have no problem with that at all. But why do you have to destroy people's property, man, huh? Why do you have to knock windows out? Why do you have to jump up and down on Hillary supporters' cars and dent them all up? Why do you got to tag a bus, right? Come on. Get a life. Other than that, everything else, I know sometimes it gets a little creepy here on the Dave in the Morning Show. I'm not sure what's going on with Donna. She, I don't know if, maybe I know yesterday she had to go in for her wellness check. That's just cold, man. Had Donna go in for a wellness check the day after Hillary lost. Just some. I'm sure blood pressure was up. Oh, yeah. I'm just want no. I mean, I know I'm not being facetious, but she's not doing well yesterday, and I'm hoping. I think she was out there protesting last night, so I'm hoping that she's doing better today. Maybe she might be back to her old self. Never know, Donna. She was on yesterday only for a few minutes. Actually, I think about 2 minutes yesterday, and because she had to go get that wellness check. So, here we are. Thursday here. It's kind of cool today. Everything. Today is beautiful. They got a high out there. Hey, Guido, tell them about the weather. Why? Well, you want to talk to me about the weather now after all the stuff you've been saying, you loser? Hey, is it? Hey, who's on the? Hey, is that Donna? Hey, how you doing? Hold on a second. Hold everybody, hold the phone. Turn off the sound effects. You know why? Because Donna's on. How you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Hey, Patel, get over here, you loser. Hello, how are you?
Good.
How are you doing? Donna, I understand yesterday that you went to get your wellness check.
I did what?
Yesterday, you went to get your wellness check, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Just one question, okay? Are you ready? How was the blood pressure yesterday? I got to know.
My blood pressure was 127/70.
What does that mean?
That means very good.
Okay, good. I knew that. I'm a doctor, I'm Dr. Patel.
Yeah.
But you're looking good today.
Gracias.
You're looking much better than you did yesterday. Yesterday, you looked like you was kind of worried about the doctor because I know that he's a proctologist, right? Hello?
No.
Hey, Donna, I tell you, the worst day of my life. Went to the doctor, and he said, I got to check you, and he snapped the glove. And now every time I hear a rubber glove snap, even if I'm putting the glove on myself, for work that is, I'm not talking about for medical things, I get nervous. Yeah.
Terrible.
So everything was good?
Testing everything, the blood and all that. Got
All
my
right.
flu shot, so I'm good to go.
All right. So you just kind of went in for a tune-up.
Well, they come here to work and do it.
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of like a tune-up, right? It's kind of like you get an oil change,
Well, they check all your other stuff and that, give you your flu shot, and
Cool.
then you're supposed to get a small discount on your insurance. So,
Yep.
yeah, that's about it.
So was you out protesting last night?
No.
I didn't think you would. I know that you're not happy, but I you got too much class. You got way too much class.
I ain't got time for stuff like that.
Well, you know what the problem was? They were jumping up and down those cars, and those weren't only, those cars that they were doing were not only Trump people, but they were other Hillary fans. You can't justify that.
Well, it's not just happening here in Chicago. It's
I know,
happening
but you can't. A lot of it is, and I think a lot of it is the college kids are very upset because, they were Bernie Sanders supporters, and that he got kicked out, and then they went with Hillary, and then Hillary lost. So the young folks, if you take a look at on the videos and stuff, there's a lot of college kids. So, I hope they get over it. It is what it is, whether you like it or not. It happened. Everything is done. Hillary. Oh, by the way, did you see that they might be making Rudy Giuliani the Attorney General?
Of course.
What do you think about that?
What can you do?
Yep. Obama's got him coming out today. He's coming out for some lunch and some tea and crumpets.
Obama heaven.
And you know what? I'm going to and listen. Now, I know I normally don't agree with you. But today I have to agree with you.
Yep.
That one thing out of all the things we argue about, I've got to say because when you're good friends